Okay, Kenzo, what 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? Shakira, if you combine one square and four triangles, what 3D shape could you start forming? I don't think correct. Harvey, how many lines of symmetry does a square have? Gwen, what 2D shapes are on the surface of a cylinder?
Two circle and one rectangle.
What is the difference between cube net and cuboid net? How do you say this is cube net, this is cuboid net? Okay, next question. What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? Yeah, triangular prism. Two triangle and Gwen, explain the difference between a cube net and a cuboid net. Oh yeah. Don't back to the wall. Harvey, if you combine one square and four triangles, what 3D shapes would you start forming? If you combine one square and four triangles, pyramid. Okay. Shakira, what 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
Two circles and one rectangle.
Kenzo, how many lines of symmetry does a square have?
Four.
Explain the difference between cube net and cuboid net.
Cube has flat faces, while cuboid has rectangular faces.
Okay. What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
Two triangles
Two triangle and two rectangle. What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
two circles and one rectangle.
Okay. Gwen, if you combine one square and four triangles, what 3D shape would you start forming?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. Okay, very good. Alex, how many lines of symmetry does a square have? Line of symmetry of square. How many? How many?
Four.
One.
Four.
Four. Speak louder. Four. What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder? Two cylinder. Two circles and one rectangle. Gwen, how many lines of symmetry does a square have? Four. What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
Two triangles and three rectangles.
Can you explain the difference between cube net and cuboid net?
Cube net has two faces, but cuboid net has rectangular faces.
Okay. If you combine one square and four triangles, what 3D shape could you start forming?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. Okay, next, last question. What 2D shapes are on the surface of a cylinder? What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
Circle.
Circle.
2 circle and 1 rectangle.
Okay, very nice. 2 circles and 1 rectangle. How many lines of symmetry does a square have? 4 line symmetry. Very good. Explain the difference between CubeNet and CuboNet.
CubeNet, it has square faces.
Okay.
CuboNet has rectangle faces.
Rectangles. What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
2 triangles and 3 rectangles.
2 triangles and 3 rectangles. Okay. If you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shape could you start forming? Pyramid. Depth. How many lines of symmetry does a square have? How many lines of symmetry does a square have? What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
Triangle and rectangle.
How many triangles? Make it detail. How many triangles? How many rectangles? Sorry? Okay. If you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shape you can make? 1 square and 4 triangles. What 3D shape could you start forming? Pyramid, okay. Steve? What 2D shape are on the surface of cylinder? 2 circles, 1 rectangle. What is the difference, Dave? Silent. What is the difference between a CubeNet and CuboNet? Yeah, the difference.
Square face, while cuboid has 4 rectangle face.
How many lines of symmetry does a square have?
Square have 4 lines of symmetry.
Steve, what 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
Rectangle.
4 rectangle. Okay. Gideon, if you combine, what 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? Okay, I don't know. 2 triangle and 3 rectangles. Okay, Jabliman. What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
The circle and 1 rectangle.
Good. Dave, if you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shape could you start forming? 1 square and 4 triangles. What 3D shape could you start forming?
Cube.
Hmm? Cube. Okay, what two D shapes are on the surface of a cylinder? Yeah, the surface of cylinder. What two D shapes? Can you answer that? Okay. Jabliman, how many lines of symmetry does a square have? Square. Dev. No, I asked Jabliman. Four. Gideon, what two D shapes are on the surface of cylinder? Good. One rectangle and two circles. Can you explain the difference between cube net and cuboid net?
Cube has 6 and the difference of cuboid, the faces has 4 rectangles.
What two D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
2 circles and 1 rectangle.
What two D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
2 triangles.
2 triangle and 1 rectangle? 1? 3 rectangles. If you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shape could you start from it? Pyramid. Okay. How many lines of symmetry does a square have? 4. Can you explain the difference between cube net and cuboid net?
Cube has 6 square spaces, but cuboid has 4 rectangles and 2 squares.
What two D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? George, what two D shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
2D shape. Triangular. 2 triangles and 3 rectangles.
Very nice. 2 triangles and 3 rectangles. Yuan, if you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shapes could you start forming?
Pyramid.
Pyramid, okay. Angelia, how many lines of symmetry does a square have? The line of symmetry of square? 4. Okay, very nice. Mania, what two D shapes are on the surface of a cylinder?
Circle.
Sorry?
Circle.
Circle only. The two D shapes can you find from the... How many circles?
2.
Viola, please explain the difference between a cube net and cuboid net.
Has the square faces round. Cuboid net has rectangular faces.
What two D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?
2 circles and 1 rectangle.
How many lines of symmetry does a square have? If you combine 1 square and 4 triangles, what 3D shapes could you start forming? One square and 4 triangles. What 3D shape you can start forming?
pyramid.
Okay, good. What two shapes can you find on a triangular prism?
Two triangles and three rectangles.
Good. Explain the difference between a cube and cuboid, Nat.
Cube has 6 equal squares, while cuboid has 6 rectangular faces.
Okay. How many lines of symmetry does a square have?
Huh?
How many lines of symmetry does a square have?
4.
4. Very nice. What two shapes can you find from a cylinder?
1 rectangles and 2 circles.
Good. What two shapes? No. What two shapes can you find on a triangular prism? On a triangular prism. Okay, Mania. Explain the difference between a cube net and cuboid net.
Cuboid has 6
Okay, Viola. How many lines of symmetry does a square have? If you combine one square and 4 triangles, what 3D shape could you start forming? If you combine one square and 4 triangles, what 3D shapes could you start forming? Pyramid. Okay, very nice. What 2D shapes can you find on a triangular prism? 3 rectangles and 2. If you combine one square and 4 triangles, what 2D shapes could you start forming, Ania? One square and 4 triangles. Okay, what 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder? What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder? Circle? Only that? Okay, Yuan, how many lines of symmetry does a square have?
4.
What 2D shapes are on the surface of cylinder?